April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much.
I think we are okay with that. Yes, I know it's rocky, the stock market, but he said it would be, and I'm going with him. Again, so many times he's been right and everybody's been wrong. Ever since he came down that escalator in June 2015, it could not be done. Oh, who is this clown? The people understood it. The experts did not. He went on to basically politically slaughter, what, 15, 20 professional politicians who have been thinking about running for president their entire life. And the guy in the middle there, Trump, trounced them all and went on to trounce Hillary amid the most unfair coverage ever. And he becomes president of the United States, the 25th president of the United States. That was a big deal. He had to endure a lot, didn't he? But he did a lot as well. He got so much accomplished. He beat ISIS. Doesn't get enough credit for that. It's just like, oh, yeah. Who did that again? You never hear about ISIS anymore, do you? 2 impeachment, phony impeachments, and the hoax, right? And he survives. I guess the real awakening for me, January 6th, right? When I saw what was really going on, and when I saw the media say what was going on, and how they tried to use that and cancel an entire political movement. He survived it, but that wasn't the only thing, right? They arrested him. They threw him in jail for a little while. Court case after court case after court case. It was all bogus, and he triumphed. We stuck with him, and he was inaugurated January 20th, 2025. How about that? And he's not coasting, right? A lot of presidents are just there for the perks. He's signing pardons left and right, controversial, protecting women and girls. You name it. If he pledged to do it, he's doing it. And that is, that's pretty incredible, don't you think? Let me see that. I know the stock market is a little bit bumpy, but, sometimes you watch the news and you think everything's terrible. It's not. Not everything is terrible. And we're happy to report right here at Newsmax, we're having we had a great day, a great couple of days. Newsmax is now publicly traded at the New York Stock Exchange. And I was privileged to stand on that podium at 9:30 this morning in the middle of the stock exchange with CEO Chris Ruddy and some of our best people. There he is. He made this whole place happen. And look at the guy over there in the green tie. It was kind of an awesome moment. And amazing things still happen in America. And you don't really get that from watching much TV or looking at your phone, right? It's all doom and gloom. It's not. It's exciting. And I even think these tariffs are very, very exciting, all right? Yeah, might be a little bit bumpy, but we're ready. We've been through worse, right? Next, please.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
I would love to think that Black lives matter, but Black lives don't really matter in today's society, culture, our corrupt, dominant media, and so many other forces at work. I believe all lives matter. You believe all lives matter. But in a weird way, Black lives don't matter, because a Black life only matters when it's taken by a white cop. You see all these children? They've all been killed by other people of color, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. Now, why don't they care? Well, if a white cop is involved, that way you can make money, and that way you can gain power, and you can gain attention, all that stuff. So, sorry, it's not a story. Just like it's not a story for Austin Metcalf. Have you heard about this? The football player, 17 years old, stabbed and killed by a man at it's just a stupid argument over a seat. Is that what happened? Now, there is a curious lack of attention here, and some believe optics has a role, right? Do you see anything? Do you notice anything? All right, it's quite frankly impossible not to. For years I've been told that everything is about race. Everything is about race. Ice cream somehow is about race. But this moment, they've already concluded, is not about race. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is. I don't understand why it's always brought up. Now, the family is not bringing it up, and they're going through hell right now. Austin had a twin brother, and, well, here's his story.
I didn't see the stab, but then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So, just that's just what I saw, and I try to help them.
From the day they were born 17 years ago, Austin, just 4 minutes older, was Hunter's best friend.
He knew how much I loved him, how much I do for him. I do anything for him.
They ran together, played football together. They had that twin sense only twins would understand.
It's just really heartbreaking not to see him next year on the field.
Wow. Those pictures of them when they're babies, twins. But it really doesn't seem to matter to the society at large. Why not? Why do some cases matter? Some horrible crimes, you'll hear about it for years. There'll be riots in the streets, and some never get any attention. Well, there's a formula that the media use, right? And it kind of goes like this. Black assailant, black victim, no story, right? This is what they decide. Black assailant, white victim, no story. Just no one's going to be interested in that. It's boring or it's uncomfortable for some people. Yeah, white assailant, white victim, unless there's class involved, right? Unless money is involved, unless they can make fun of somebody who's spoiled, no story. However, if you got something like this, a white assailant and a black victim, then you have jackpot. By the way, I don't want to call Daniel Penny an assailant. He was a protector, but that's what generates money, profit, attention. Quite frankly, a lot of white liberals play right into this. They apologize for being white. And if a white person is involved, stand back. The media is just going to hammer it and hammer it and hammer it.
Here's the suspect, okay? He is a 21-year-old white man.
This 21-year-old white male mass murderer. The suspect in custody is white.
Police say a 28-year-old white male carrying 2 handguns crashed a stolen truck into a building.
It's humanizing the shooter once again.
Yeah.
And can I point out that the shooter is a white man who is alive after they knew that he had killed 8 people.
Gayle King, bloodthirsty, huh? Just should have come out blasting because the cops knew he killed somebody. I thought a jury and a judge and something along those lines were supposed to happen. Not a lynch mob, Gayle, huh? They said stuff like this in public. And it's even worse, especially when white women are involved. Anyway, we can go on for hours like this, but we'll just go on for a few more moments, shall we? Take a look.
This is a typical case of a white womaning, right? So we see the disrespect, we see the privilege.
White women have taken an active role in the maintenance of white supremacy.
When you're a white woman and you're a Republican, there's just certain stuff culturally that you don't know jack bleep about.
My advice to white women is mind your own goddamn business.
Whoa. I mean, this is overtly racist stuff, obviously. And all the time, for years. And to say something about it, that's, oh, gosh, you could be called out. Better to keep your head down and just let them speak and infect the entire culture. And this is what I mean about the white men, huh? White liberal men. Nothing feels more, I don't know, virtuous, a virtue signal. And saying the thing you can't control is the thing why somebody shouldn't listen to you. Howard Dean, right? Ah, Howard Dean, the screamer. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Howard.
I'm asking for trouble here because here I am, an old white guy talking about race relations.
But you're a mean, mad white man.
The Republican Party is primarily a bunch of old white men and old white women.
You've got to offer something more than just being the next old white guy in line.
I just know gray-haired white guy in a suit, fairly boring.
Maybe somebody like me, an old white guy working for the government, doesn't quite have the same credibility with people out in the community.
Yeah, I just can't stand it. Speak for yourselves and speak privately about that kind of stuff. Yeah, you got your status and power and money. Bill Clinton, right after he gets done charging $400,000 for speeches for the past 20 years, then he's going to put himself down for being a white man, huh? What about older white men who don't make that kind of money? Do they want to cancel themselves because they're white? It's insane. And this stuff had a lingering effect. Corporations are still woke. They're still buying this stuff.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.